Yo, welcome back to another video. I'm back. I did get a new PC if you guys can't tell. Just click on my last video and compare the quality, or my last tier list video, whenever that was. The quality on this one should be much better. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much time, so let's get started. This is a Fakewoken tier list going over all the Devil Fruits. This should be a pretty simple ranking, but yeah. S is like you should eat. A is eat, it's good. B tier is like mediocre. C tier is less than average, and then D tier is don't eat basically. So yeah, let's start with the D tiers. Mud Skipper, it's pretty trash. Realistically, you aren't getting to Giant Mud Skipper, which is after a few levels. I say a few, but it's like actually a lot. If you get Giant Mud Skipper, then it's like a B tier max, maybe C tier. But even still, like you get 3 people on you, you're dead basically. Maybe not 3, but like 5 people on you, you die. So just watch out for that. If you somehow get boosted to Giant Mud Skipper, it's just not good. The Freshie could kill you at base form. This tier list will be mainly based off of early game, like level 1-ish, level 1 to like 5-ish, because if I did it maxed out, then obviously everything will be S tier, except for the D tiers, obviously. The D tiers peak at like B tier, max level. Next is Jellyfish, D tier. Jellyfish is not good. I've eaten it myself. I'm sure a lot of you have too. Just like you eat it, you get punched up by one person, a Freshie, you die. Your lightning zap thing does not do any damage. The only way to progress without dying is hoping, like trying to make peace with the entire server and then eating dead bodies. And even after you do that and become the King Jellyfish, you can still get infinite comboed if you don't have that one talent. And your shocks don't do that much damage, and the jellyfish you send out also don't do too much damage. You could still get soloed by one person. But yeah, it's like mag peaks at B tier. Yeah, D tiers are trash. Don't eat them. Even if you get boosted, you still won't be good. It's still trash. Next is Angel, S tier. Early game, amazing. Basically a player, but with a pretty good spear, and you have the light spears that you throw out, so it's really good. Max out, you get upgraded spear, and your crit does like half its own HP. Then you get more. Obviously, you throw more spears. It's just really good. It's basically a player, like a maxed out player, but better weapon, and you have a better skill. And then obviously your talents make you more tanky and whatnot, more speed, all that. So it's just really good, maxed out, and early game really good. Probably one of the most familiar and probably one of the most easiest Devil Fruits to eat. But yeah, Lionfish, D tier. Reason I'll go really quickly. You're slow as hell early game. Level 1, you're really vulnerable. You can get, if you have one person that knows what they're doing, they can easily kill you. You're really slow, so obviously you can't really chase anyone, and your attacks don't do too much damage if they parry. So some people might even argue it's D tier early game, but once you hit max level, or like once you get more talent and whatnot, S tier definitely. It's S tier once you get all like the skills and once you get all the talents on that, because your beam can one shot, and then you'll be a lot faster, and you basically take no damage from your talents and whatnot and all that. So it's really good, maxed out S tier, but beginning it's C tier. Okay, Sand Golem, probably S tier early game. Just the fact that you have mad damage, and then you can obviously die if like there's 2 to 3 people that know what they're doing. But other than that, if you just hunt Freshies, you get really good talents. And your pillar move, it gets upgraded to like, and it shoots at like 10 instead, like in like a wave pattern. I don't know how to really say it. Yeah, it's like a wave basically, and it does a lot of damage. Your attacks also do a lot of damage, and you have a lot of skills in general, so it's just really good. Gesture, B tier. You might even say, actually you could say it's C tier. It's not the same tier, same level as Lionfish. Early game, a lot of people know how to fight Thresher though, and early game, your tail whip will do a lot of damage, but obviously if one person knows what they're doing, you'll easily die. Freshie, a level 1 Freshie that knows what they're doing can kill you, so there's Thresher. Even when you max out, get Corrupted Thresher or Mama Thresher, whatever, you get your Slam. You do a lot more damage. Obviously, maxed out it's like S tier. But like even when you hit like get your Slam, you increase your stats and all that. Your Slam doesn't do too much either. And then obviously someone who knows what they're doing, which is a lot of people, because Threshers are really easy to fight. They'll kill you. So it's good. It's not terrible early game, but it's not really great either. Scribble is 8 tier, just for the fact that you only have Fist, basically just M1ing, so it's not that hard to parry. And as sure you're fast and all that, and your talents are alright, although they're pretty good. But the fact that you don't have no skills just makes Scribble pretty easily dealt with. As long as you know how to parry and all that, you're fine. It's basically just know how to parry Scribble Fist, and you're fine. Can't really do too much. I know it has like vanishing follow-up and all that for like the legendary talents, but even still, you can still, like, if you get double teamed, you're dead basically. Scribble, you really can't do much except for run. But yeah, 8 tier, maxed out S tier talents. Obviously make S tier, but just beginning is 8 tier. Chaser S tier, probably the best in the game. You will have a lot of people on you once you become Chaser, because that's the weakest. It has the strongest early game basically. The only way you can kill Chaser is when it's on first. Become a Chaser. If you can't kill them then you're not killing Chaser ever. It'll just take over the server. And even it's really hard to slow kill it when it's early game. Like when someone first becomes Chaser level 1 to like 1 to 5, it's still really hard to kill them just because of the shield and all their skills do damage, and they could just chase someone if they're low for a health pack. So, but Chaser maxed out, that thing's like should have a. If I make another tier for this thing, it's crazy. You can't kill Chaser past level 5, bro, or level 10. He's crazy. Alita S tier. No one's gonna really attack you if you're Alita, and because you have all these mini games that give people fruits. So why would they attack Alita when you can give them free fruits? Even if someone attacks you, you'll probably have other people to save you, and you can just kill them. It's Alita, basically unkillable. They did nerf Alita HP because she was basically unkillable, but yeah, it's still really good. It's not really meant for fighting, but it's really fun to have Alita. Owl, S tier. It's quite a lot of S tiers. Go figure. Owl early game is really good. You have a lot of skills, unlike Scribble, which has Fist only, and a lot of people don't know how to fight owls. And if they mess up like 2 or 3 times, they're dead. Even early game, anybody's dead from like 2 or 3 hits from owls. So owls are just really good. Maxed out, you can't really kill them. So yeah, Primadon, S tier. You have this whole server on you, but you're Primadon. Eventually you will die. Say you have 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. You'll die because people want Bell Prog and all that. But all the talents from Primadon make him really good. You don't really get much from health from a health pack when killing someone. That'd be too busted. Then Primadon would never die. But yeah, eventually you will die. If you have 2 or 3 people that know what they're doing, then you'll die when you first spawn. So yeah. Enforcer, A tier. Maxed out S tier. Simple. When he's maxed out, you get the black hole talent, which pulls in with a spin, and your spin does a lot of damage once it gets pulled in, so it's just really good maxed out. Early game's not that bad because you have your Enforcer pull and your Enforcer spin. You can also feint, all that. It's basically Scribble, but you have skills, and you do a lot of damage as well. And the talents for Enforcer are obviously good, so it's A tier. It's not like S tier, like Owl and all that, but it's still good. Sharko B tier, early game obviously you're weak. Like most B tiers and under you're weak early game. But like obviously once you hit max level, like the rest, you'll be close to S tier basically. Yeah, you're just vulnerable early game because you're weak, and a lot of people know how to fight Sharkos. Just basic swing and kick. Timing is different in Fakewoken 3, but once people get used to that, or if you have like 2 or 3 people on you, you're dead. It's not bad, but like it's average early game. Nothing too crazy. Obviously better than these trash down here early game, but other than that, nothing too special to Sharko. I guess end game, like once you max level, you become an alpha Sharko and all that. Then you're like a menace. Your swipes to like a quarter of someone's HP, and hit them 4 times, they're dead. But yeah, And it's basically for the tier list. It's pretty, like, I feel like this is pretty good. If you have any complaints, put in comments down below. This is based off of early game, obviously. You could say this Sand Knights down here, maybe. Like, I see Angel. I see people's argument being Angel down here, but like I just like Angel up here, just cause it's more familiar playstyle, and if you're just good at the game, you won't really die, realistically. So yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys liked the video, found it informative. Share the video if you want. And yeah, that's it. Peace.